a few questions. So we want to know who's Prince Charming. I've introduced you before. I say Prince Charming, the king of the yoga mat. So thanks for coming on to this popcorn class here. And so let everybody know who you are and what brought you to yoga, actually.
Wow, that's a big question there. Who am I? Well, I'm Cole, Kol, the King of Love, and I'm here to use the rest of my life as active service for the betterment of all. I've had quite the journey through lots of different lives in this lifetime, and I'm ready to turn it around. I'm ready to. I feel fulfilled. I've done a lot of world traveling. I've been in the military. I've gone through hypnotherapy school. I'm going to be launching what I call lifeology training. It's going to be my 8-pillar program with hypnotherapy, meditation, yoga, breath work, nutrition, the whole 9 yards. So that'll be cool. One-stop shop for health. And what's going to be happening is I am, I'm looking to help people. So how did I get into yoga? Well, when I was 16, my dad remarried, and she had taught yoga, or was doing yoga teacher. And what happened was, okay, let me fix this real quick. 1 second, because my phone is going to auto lock, and I think it's going to shut off your never. Okay, back at it. Oh!
Yeah, we're seeing the dome. Yay.
Sorry about that.
Sky's the limit, isn't it?
It's a tricky thing, balancing everything. Okay, so how I got into yoga. So I actually remember the first yoga class I went to. I walked in and someone was doing a handstand, and I thought, oh, that's fun. I remember doing that as a kid. And I got up and then just flopped super loud, and she was super embarrassed. She was a teacher, and what well, that started my yoga. So I ended up getting Brian Kest Power Yoga. It was a level of 3. So do you know the DVD?
Yes, where he was looking like Tarzan back then
Move, Sweat,
when he
and
was
Breathe.
yes, yeah, I remember that one.
And so what I did was she sent it to me because I was going to Iraq. And so she's like, take this with you. It might help you out more than you know. And it really did. We'd have 14-hour days by the time I'd get back to the dorm. And by that time, the pre-workouts were all in the rave. So I started pre-workouts. We'd get all jacked up and go to the gym for like an hour and a half. And then I would go back to my room and need to kind of like calm down and mellow out from the day. And so I ended up doing the yoga. And I liked it because it was power yoga. Like, it gave me all the good stretching and like after workout that I needed, but it was like long, intense holds and poses, and it really like made my mind expand and focus on like the whole point of yoga, because Brian Kest is so good at bringing it back. Like, it's not about the ego, it's about the breath. It's not about getting further in a pose. It's about being where you're at fully and completely, like immersing yourself in the presence. And so I would do this yoga. I started doing it almost every day. And it started kind of becoming a thing. Like, people would hear about it because, I'd want someone to take some pictures, because I did some yoga. So that was in the first tour. Well, when I went back the second tour, I started doing yoga on the beach in Destin, Florida. And the woman told me, hey, if you get some good shots of you like doing, yoga in your military gear on the plane, like, I'll put it on my website, and we can bring it back again. And I thought, this is a great idea. So what I did was I got some people to take pictures of me on the plane, but they all thought it was gay. Oh, you're so gay taking pictures, doing stretches. And I'm like doing some of these like arm balances and dope stuff on the edge of like a wing of a plane. And I was like, it's gay to take a picture of somebody at sunset, like doing an awesome like power pose. Like, okay, that's weird. But I didn't let it get me down. And the chaplain actually found out that I was doing this yoga, and he gave me a yoga mat. He was so impressed. He like went and somehow bought me. It was like the Wii version, but he bought me a yoga mat so I could do it on a yoga mat, and it ended up being really fulfilling, because it kind of fixed all my Air Force trauma. I had all these problems in the spine. I was doing chiropractor twice a week, physical therapy 3 times a week, like the electrocution, the what's the thing where they pull your spine apart, traction. I was doing everything. I was on Percocets, I was on ibuprofens, like nothing was working until I found yoga, and then that started really working, and I realized this isn't like something I can do for a little while. I got to do this consistently for the rest of my life. And then brought all the spirituality aspects of it, and like, figuring out how to love myself through it, because sometimes we're not where we want to be and we get down on ourselves, but in yoga we're learning that that's perfect. Wherever we're at is perfect. Just breathe and be okay with it.
Yay! Wow, amen.
Yeah, and then I just started blending laughter and workouts with it, so it's like kind of like all in one. I like it when like you get done and you feel like, wow, I've gotten a workout, I've gotten a little spiritual practice, I've got my body all stretched out, like I've done like 15 things in one. It's like multitasking.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. See, lots of guys always tell me, oh no, I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible. What's your opinion on that? Do you think we need to be flexible
Oh my
to do
goodness.
yoga? And
I'll tell you what, I was so not flexible when I started, and I realized like that was probably where all my problems came from, is I couldn't, I slouched because my back hurt, and I couldn't bend over for anything. Like everything hurt when I did yoga the first time, because again, I'd see where somebody was at and I would just try to get to that place. And so I would always like, it would hurt, especially anything like forward bending was like, like everything was so tight. And sometimes it still is. Like right now I'm nursing something, so I'll be pretty tight today. But the thing is, yoga doesn't have anything to do with stretching or flexibility. Like the root of yoga means to yoke. And the word yoke came from the war horse and the chariot. So your chariot is like the body and the war horse is like the mind. So the original yogis, they would just sit silently and meditate. And that was the benefit of yoga. And they would breathe. Nice deep breathing. So the breath and sitting at the foot of the guru or sitting in a cave for long times, that's what the real yoga is. It's about the spiritual mental aspect. However, if you sit for a long time, your body's going to start hurting. So they added physical poses, asanas, pose, to move the body so they could sit longer. So they could figure everything out, how to be non-reactive to this crazy world around us, how to not hurt anybody, how to be a good person. And so that's how it ended up manifesting, was they added movement to it. And in the West, we took that movement and we made it more extreme, because we're all about fitness and the body and Lululemons and getting into 2 sizes too small. But no, like the thing is whatever you're doing, you're just moving in ways that you wouldn't normally move in your day. And by doing that, you're kind of, I call it the crusties. You're breaking open those crusties so that way you get more fluidity or more circulation. The oxygen comes in, it opens up those joints so that you don't build up places that are getting tight, and you don't end up with a hunchback or busted elbows. Like it's like the best for optimal health. So if you're not flexible, well, then you need this even more, because that means that you're going to lose mobility every day you don't flex. It's like you're already having places in your body atrophy. So I think it's super vital that if you're not flexible, you need this even more.
thanks for that. Oh, that's beautiful. I totally agree with you. Thanks for framing it so well. And my last question before we can finally start: what's your favorite and your least favorite asana, and why?
Ooh. Well, my favorite's any version of pigeon, which used to be my least favorite, I would say, only because I was so tight. But pigeon is my all-time favorite because it feels so good. Like it's tight, it hurts, but the more you just breathe and get into it, it's just that piriformis muscle stretching. It's like a personal massage. Like I feel like I missed out if I take a yoga class and they didn't do a pigeon. At least
Okay.
even like fire log, like the double pigeon. That's most people's least.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Um, my least
Okay.
my least favorite still is probably just like the legs out bent over because it still is like sometimes hard on my back. Or or we do one sometimes I think it's in more like yin where the legs bent back and you're coming here and it's just like this long hold and everything hurts because you know it'll feel like a lot of stress and tension on my back and I'll come out of it like I'm 90 years old and I'll maybe even hobble around for the next 20 minutes after yoga. But dang, if it doesn't feel so much better the next day, it's crazy. So long forward holds on that spine, probably my least favorite. But
Okay. Well,
that's what's healing for me. So I'm
okay.
still doing them.
Facing the uncomfortable moment with a quiet mind, of course.
I'd love to know yours.
Sorry?
I'd love to know yours, favorite and least favorite.
Okay, so my most favorite used to be the warrior, not because of the pose, but because what it meant to me. Because I was a warrioress. Does it where it exist? Yeah. For a while, I was always fighting against anything in life until I realized, you'd rather be dancing, right? So if you do that with a quiet mind and a positive outlook, life flows more easily. So the dancer, I'd say, as I am a dancer myself, it's my favorite. Plus, I love Scorpio, which is challenging, and again, it just for me, obviously, the pose on my body I don't like because it's not painful, but very challenging. But I love the story behind it to face my face in order to, you gotta look the inner demon into the eye to dig it out and then let it transform, right? So yeah. And then my least favorite, huh?
I don't even know if I could get into Scorpion.
I think you can, because you're stronger, like your upper body is stronger than mine. I'm sure you can. But let's not do that online, huh? We do that whenever we see each other. Okay, let's start off with Scorpio. No, I'm kidding. And then least favorite, well, my hips are not very open, so I'm struggling big times in frog pose, and even the double pigeon I can't do. It's terrible. Utkatasana I don't like so much. It's quite, but it's all right. There's a couple of them. Yeah. So don't guide me through them, please.
No double pigeon, huh?
No.
All right.
Okay. All right, good. Shall we start? Anything else you want to add? You want to get on the mat?
I would just say if you're new to yoga, don't judge yourself. Like this isn't to be, it's hard as a man to not have the ego come in when it's like a workout, like especially today, because like I'll add a little bit of stuff that'll feel more like workout than like yoga, you know, but it's not about like bringing that gym mentality in where you're grunting and you're lifting more than you can. Like it really is about just where am I right now? Because it's about being present. We practice so much distraction out here. When we're on the mat, it's really like our opportunity to really focus on what's going on in here. And so I would just tell people if they're new to yoga or if they're like not sure about it, like literally just the whole thing is where am I at right now? Where am I at right now? Where am I at right now? Like you don't want to be where it's too much. It's like a masseur. If she's pushing too hard, you're like, ah! But if it's just right, it could be the most like sensual thing ever. So I just tell people like really just focus on where you're at with each breath. Where's my body at? Don't expect your body on one side is going to be where it was on the other side, or if you've done yoga before, oh, I did this pose before like this. No, just be wherever you're at right now. The present of presence is always available because the present is always changing. So just try to stay in the present and enjoy. The more, I think Tony Robbins said, is like the more comfortably you can be uncomfortable, is in direct proportion to the quality of your life. So if you're uncomfortable, just find comfort in that. It's going to pass. It's transitory. And if you can do it on the yoga mat, you can do it on the crazies of life.
Yeah, good. Thank you for that. Thanks for sharing all this. It means a lot to me to have you here. And yeah, I think we're good technically, aren't we? Let's see. I mean, I don't hear you via my phone, but I definitely hear you via the Zoom, so I guess we'll be good.
All right.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
You want to find your way into child's pose?
I would love to. My favorite start.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So once you get there, you can decide whether you want to find the classical child's pose. This is with your knees all together, or whether you want to open up the hips a little right from the start by putting your knees on the edge of your yoga mat and make your big toes touch behind you. You may want to lengthen your arms in front of you or have them laying next to your legs. And then there's one best friend I'd like to give you for, well, at least the duration of this class, which is your deep in and exhales. We want to give our body the chance to slightly move into yoga mode. And we want to do that with a quiet mind by focusing on your deep breath, which doesn't come natural to you. It's something you may want to focus on. And this gives you the opportunity to give monkey mind a break. So if you narrow down your breath to your nostrils and just observe your breath coming in and out via those nostrils, slowly making its way throughout your body. And by doing that, you have this little anchor, as I mentioned, your best friend who is supporting your partner in crime, your body. Monkey mind is on holidays. And while in child's pose, we kick off at the start of this practice, your body can relax. And you want to set your intention today's class. This could be just a little theme that you want to focus on. This could be a part of your body that needs special care and attention. Whatever it is, just bring it on. Invite it into your class. Your breath is still flowing deeply. And on your next inhale, you might want to leave that comfortable child's pose by placing your hands underneath your shoulders, the knees underneath your hips. Lift up your head and come into your all-fours position. Maybe give your hips a little wiggle, like a tail from left to right. Maybe bring the shoulders in as well, like a young horse, just exploring the first day out in the sunshine. And maybe flow through the cat-cow position to give your spine the chance to slowly but surely wake up if you're in California, or maybe slow down after a full day at your desk here at the German home office. And never forget to breathe deeply. And then find a neutral position, still in all fours. And we want to give the body the chance to now flow into our first physically active pose, downward facing dog. So lift up your knees and bring your tailbone way up towards the sky. Your head is dangling free. Your jaw is fully relaxed and you're still breathing deeply. Deep as deep can be. And I wish little Topaz, my dog here, wasn't asleep, but he's always sleeping when I teach. I guess he feels a very relaxed atmosphere. But I would wish him to be the second yoga model now, to show you guys his downward facing dog, as he is a dog. He doesn't give a damn what his down dog looks like. He doesn't care whether his butt is way up there in the air or not. Because vanity doesn't exist in his world. He's driven by instincts. He's an animal, right? A dog. But we can learn from him. So see if you can place your downward facing dog just as easily as Topaz would be. You may want to bend your knees a little more in order to bring the tailbone a little higher towards the ceiling, but not because it looks cool, but because it feels good. What we want to achieve here in yoga is not to look good, but to feel good. It's your private wellness moment, and you're dealing with your own uniqueness. And you decide if the soles of your feet are completely touching the yoga mat now, or if they're up, the heels are up in the air. Your breath is still flowing easily, calming down your heart rate. And you're in your first reversed position here. So your head is lower than your heart. And that's something we may want to achieve a bit more often in everyday life, especially for you guys out there. And well, the girls as well. Sometimes we're driven a lot by our ratio. But why not give the heart a chance to conquer the mind? We're doing that here right now in the down dog. So on your next inhale, let's bring a little fluidity into this sequence by lifting up your right leg all the way up into the air. Come into your three-legged dog. And on an exhale, now bend your knee and bring the foot all the way in between your hands towards the front. Runner's lunge here. Take another deep inhale. Exhale out. Maybe tuck the tummy a bit further towards the spine to activate your core. And then on your next inhale, bring your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Warrior one. You're still breathing deeply, calmly. And on your next exhale, bring the hands back down and the right foot all the way towards the end of your mat plank position. Take a deep inhale here. Tummy is still tucked in and your jaws are still fully relaxed. Let's hold this plank. You're strong enough to do so. Maybe yes, maybe no. What do I know? I'm just your teacher. I don't feel what you're feeling. So check with your partner in crime, who is your body. What does he want? Does he want to stay in plank just because some voice is telling you to stay here? Or do you want to lower down your knees and come into ladies push-up? Nobody's seeing that. Remember, you want to do what's best for you. You want to play with your own uniqueness. Anyways, ladies push-up or not, let's get cool out of this plank pose. On your next exhale, chaturanga down all the way until you're lying on your stomach. On your next inhale, come into a beautiful cobra or upward facing dog if you like. Exhaling, touch down your chin And on your next inhale via the most beautiful all fours position, come back into your downward facing dog. Let's switch sides here. On your next inhale, or maybe you want to walk out the dog a little. Okay, I'll give you one more breath here, just in case. And then whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, now lift up your left leg all the way towards the sky. Come into this beautiful three-legged dog again. And still remember Topaz. Even if it's only 3 legs here now, you still want to feel good, not look good. Nobody cares. And exhaling, bend the left knee and have your left foot travel all the way in between your hands. Runner's lunge. Just leave the hands grounded. For one final inhale, tuck the tummy in. Exhale out. And on your next inhale, bring the hands all the way up into warrior position. Take a deep breath. And exhale, hands down. Inhale, both feet towards the back of your mat, plank position. All right, now we're here for the second time. Maybe you have learned from the first time that you want to put your knees down. Maybe you feel like you want to stay here a bit longer. Tuck the tummy in, press the mat away from you. Keep this plank, breathe deeply, stay calm. One final breath. And exhaling, most beautiful chaturanga if you like, or knees, chin and chest down. Inhale, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, touchdown chin. All right, let's rehearse this cobra for 5 more times. We just want to make sure that this the middle back, sorry about my English guys, is perfectly touched, because that's a section we don't touch often in real life. I mean, I don't, because my arms are really short. I never get there. So I guess it's years ago that this part has seen sunblock or any body cream. Anyways. So on your next inhale, come into your cobra. Lift up your head. And give this heart another chance to open. Most beautiful heart openers we've got here in yoga. And remember, again, to let your heart guide lead the way. So just give it a chance to be on top of what the head is saying. Exhale, come down. Inhale, back up into your cobra or up dog. And on your next exhale, come back down. Inhale, up into cobra. Exhaling, come back down. And for our final round of cobra, let's hold it just for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, lift up your head. Straighten the elbows just as far as it feels good. And then hold this beautiful cobra. And let's see if we can refine it a little. Your tummy, your belly button wants to be placed onto the mat at all times. It's not lifting up, not in cobra. In up dog, yes, but let's stay in this cobra. You want to relax your butt, and there's no butts here. Butt is soft as, what does Brian always say? Strawberry jelly. Keep breathing, and maybe make sure that there's a tiny little smile on your face, just to help those endorphins flow through your body and make this challenging moment a bit more adorable. Last deep inhale here. Exhaling. Finally release. Touch down your chin. And on your next inhale via your all fours position, let's all meet back in downward facing dog. All right, let's see how Cole is feeling. Does he want to go on? Does he want to teach now? What's up?
For the men on here.
I think he wants to.
We're gonna bring
Oh, he wants to stay down dog, doesn't he? I don't hear you. Oh, hang on. Let me turn on. Okay. Talk to me, please. Do you want to stay?
No,
Huh?
ready. You ready to turn it up a little bit?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I'll hop on the mat. Okay.
That's what's up. Are you warmed up?
Well, I'm always warmed up.
All right, you're gonna start with the right leg coming into the air, and then bring that right leg to that right elbow. Just hold for 5, 3, 2, back up, and then cross that right leg across the body to that left elbow and hold for 5, 3, 2. Good. Now bring that right leg up and bring it right down the center. Hold towards the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up, and then put that right leg right between the hands. Plant it. Find your balance in those hips. And then on the inhale, come up and hold into a crescent position. Beautiful. I like to do a few dips here. Just kind of warms up that whole front of the left side. I'm going to do about 3 to 5 little dips, just kind of warming up the body. And then I'm going to inhale, breathe it up. Exhale, hands plant. Right leg back. And let's do one of those beautiful chaturangas. If you want that leg in the air for a little added balance, go for it. Now that Nina has lubricated our spines, we can get a nice full expression, maybe even upward dog. Exhale. Push up or no push up, depending on where you're at today. Push it back into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. You can walk your dog again for a second, just feeling that little bit of heat starting to come to the body. And then kick up that left leg up. And then bring that left leg to the left elbow for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Kick that left leg back out and cross it to the right elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Back all the way up. Straight to the center for 5 seconds. Hold it nice and strong. Flex that core so you're really bringing that knee towards the nose. 3, 2, kick it back out. And then you'll bring that leg all the way forward. Plant it. Find that nice spot when you're ready. Come on up. Crescent position. Now, if you did on the other side, it doesn't mean you should do it on this side, but it might feel good to give a couple dips down here. I really like it because it opens up this whole joint there. Good. Now just hold crescent. Breathe in beautifully, deep and full. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring that left leg back. Chaturanga. Come all the way up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, push up or no push up. Downward facing dog. And then on the first one, you can walk or jump. Feet to your hands. You'll come all the way up. You'll inhale for a flat back. And then you'll exhale, melt forward. Let's do 3 more of those. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt forward. Last one. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, as you melt forward, I want you to plant the hands and lift the right foot in the air. Just find a nice spot where that right leg can be. Maybe a little higher, a little lower, wherever it's at is good. Find that place. And then we're going to inhale, open the arms, come on that left leg, and just balance. That's right. Find that balance today. Figure out where you're at. And guess what? If you fall, fantastic. How do you deal with the fall? It doesn't matter if we fall in life because we know we're going to. It's how we fall that matters. And then we're going to bring everything forward, right leg up into the air. Inhale all the way up, right knee to the air. Squeeze that right leg, standing up nice and tall. And then exhale, press that right leg out, hands come to hips. And then inhale, back to warrior three. So inhale all the way out, arms come up, and then hold. Nice, we're gonna do that again. So inhale, coming all the way up. Knee comes all the way to chest, wrap the arms around the knee. Exhale, hold it there. And then inhale, press the leg out, hands come to hips. And then exhale, swoop it all the way back. Hold in a warrior three, inhale. And one more round, exhale, coming all the way up. Bring that knee to a nice height. Inhale, give it a squeeze. Exhale, press it out. And then inhale, swing all the way back. Warrior three. This time, bring that foot all the way back to the back of the mat. All the way back into a warrior two. Now from here, we're gonna do archer pose. So you can imagine you reach forward and you take that bow and arrow and you're gonna pull that bow back. And you get a nice strong warrior position. I like to stick the thumb out. It gives me a place to really stare at. So stare at that thumb, really get nice and strong. Shoulders back, chest up, legs wide, breathe deep. Now I want you to think about some obstacles in your way right now, because we're about to shoot them down with love. So it goes like this. Think of some obstacles out there in your path in front of you, and then we're gonna reach the arm down. We're gonna grab a bow and arrow from our sheath. We're gonna pull it out. We're gonna lock it right in. Pull that bow and arrow out. Look at that target. Figure out what's in your way. Maybe it's doubt, maybe it's fears, maybe it's insecurities, maybe it's a limiting belief, and blast it away. We got two more to go. Reach that arm up. Grab that bow and arrow. Lock it down. Find another fear, doubt, insecurity, anything standing in your way today from not achieving your goals. Nice. One last chance. Really get it on this one. All right. Pull it back. Stay strong and low in the legs. And beautiful. Bring both hands to the sky. Exhale. All the way back down. Chaturanga. Nice. Bring the hand up. Inhale. Exhale. Back down. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that on the other side now. So walk or hop back to your feet. And then inhale, flat back. Just one flat back this time, nice and long. Exhale, melt it down. And hold the arms so you can just really kind of relax that lower back. Give it a chance to open up and unwind. Just for a couple more seconds here. If the feet are close, that's fine, or far apart, whatever you need. Just really let it all go. And then plant the hands. Left foot comes into the sky. And just hold it for a second. Find out if this is where this leg wants to be right now. Does it want to be high or low? Is it feeling comfortable? Find that perfect edge. Remember, not too much, but enough. Challenge yourself. We're not here to run away from challenges. We're here to embrace the challenge. All right, here we go. We're going to take the arms out now and go flying. Flying over Germany. Flying over California. Flying over Colorado. Wherever we're at in the world, go flying. Enjoy it. Really expand that heel backwards. Really reach those arms forward. Really try to get those shoulder blades pushed out. And then we're going to inhale as we come to standing. Don't touch the ground. That right knee is going to come in, and you're going to squeeze it. Actually, for me, I'm backwards. We already did the right. So now we're on the right leg. Cool. So that left leg is going to squeeze in. Beautiful. Then we're going to inhale. Press that leg out. Squeeze that heel. And then exhale. Come back forward. Swooping the leg. Arms go to warrior three. Nice. Now we got it. Inhale. Come all the way up. Grab that leg on the exhale. Push it out on the inhale. On the exhale, warrior 3. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and peaceful. This can be enjoyable. Inhale. If you fall, great. This is challenging. Can you get back into it without any judgment and negativity? Without any harsh criticisms about yourself or the practice? Inhale. Last one. Hold that knee. Exhale. Press that leg out. Inhale. Coming all the way back. And if you remember this one, we're going to come into that warrior 2 on the other side. So the hands will come out wide. That foot will plant down. You'll have your heel towards the middle of that left foot. Your legs will be squatting down, so you got that nice pull in the middle. The arms will come up. I like to flip it because we're going to do that archer position. So pull back your bow, really open in the chest and the shoulders. Get nice and low. Breathe deep. Just hang out here for a little bit. Let everything open up in the hips. And then start thinking about 3 more targets that are in your way that you're ready to blast through today. 3 more targets. When you're focused and ready, go for it. Reach back, grab that bow and arrow, place it on, pull it back, and fire. I'm going to use technology issues as one. Maybe we'll get rid of them right now. Pull it back. Find those technical issues. Launch it out. All right, now we should be good to go, y'all. Pull back, and any doubt, fears, or negativity, really get into it. Beautiful. Now put both hands to the sky. We'll have Nina take back over here as we transition back down to a chaturanga. Maybe we'll leave that leg in the sky again. Melting down. Coming up. Inhale. And then exhale. Nina can regain control of the situation in our downward facing dog.
Walk quietly down your feet in between the hips. Feet forward on the exhale. Inhale, flat back, length. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, roll all the way up. Bring the hands towards the ceiling. Maybe interlace the thumbs and come onto your tippy toe. Really lengthen everything here. Become the tallest version of yourself. On an exhale, hands in prayer position in front of you. Heart center. Now, squat all the way down and stay. On your tiptoes. Keep that balance. Smile. Well, we've overcome all the technical issues. So we've got lots of reasons to smile. While you're finding your balance in a challenging moment. And even if you are falling, that's fine. Embrace it. That's when you're growing up. On your next inhale, still on the tippy toes, bring the hands all the way back towards the ceiling. And then find your way up. Push yourself up. And become the tallest version of yourself. Now stretch backwards if you like on an exhale. And inhale. Come in. Now I want you to place an imaginary crown on top of your head. And leave it there. So you're going to be the king or the queen of your yoga mat. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer position. Now still on your tiptoes, close your eyes. And tune in. See how you feel. What's going on there? Can you balance? Are you getting nervous? That's fine. How do you deal with it? Is your heart still leading your hands? Now open the eyes, bring the hands all the way back up on an inhale. Exhale, squat down still on the tiptoes. Release the hands. Place them in front of your feet. And on an inhale, attempt to straighten your knees while folding forward. Exhale, finally bring the heels down. Inhale, half forward fold, lengthen. Exhale, all the way down. Bring the hands in front of your feet. And now on an exhale, walk the hands back into plank position. Wiggle out your tail. Let's bring toes into this practice again. Our belly is still tucked in, strong core here. Push the hands back, shoulders lifting up, and hold this. If you want, bring the knees down. If not, stay. 2 more, or 3 more inhales here. Biggest smile on your face. Exhale all the way down. On your next inhale, Cobra or outward facing dog, I guess. We're warming up now for the abdomen. So remember that crown on top of your head is still there. Exhale. Push back into down dog. And I'll walk the dog down. And enjoy the view upside down here. Have a little look in between your knees and see if there's anything there you want to say goodbye to, like technical issues. Now, shake your head for now, just kick it out. Release all the tension, exhaling, body the up. And then on your next inhale, have another look in between your knees and see if there's anything you'd like to add on top of this practice. Maybe calmness, quiet mind, maybe patience. That's always a nice muscle to train, especially in terms of technical issues. And then nod your head. Yes, and invite all those qualities into your practice. Now last deep inhale in your downward facing dog. On an exhale, bend your knees, walk or quietly jump back. Your feet in between your hands. Inhale all the way up, half forward, fold, straighten your leg. And exhale, come down. Find your way down, maybe release the heels, come onto the tiptoes again. Bring the knees together. Place your hands on top of the knees or maybe back to prayer position. See what works for you. For some people, this very deep knee bend is a bit too much. So don't do it. It doesn't feel right. For the dancers and the ladies, this is a beautiful way of strengthening those arms. Well, for anybody really, but we need those. It would be more sometimes walking around in high heels all night long. So you can say, send a bit of gratitude to those muscles, to your feet as well. Keep your spine straight, the shoulders down, lift up your head. Remember that crown. And breathe. Last deep. Inhale. Exhale out. Bow down. And come into a seated position. Now roll back the shoulders, release any tension here. Find your seated position with the legs in front of you. Now make sure your sit bones are fully grounded. There's two Cole's most favorite Asana. You can make your knees forward if you want to. And then on an inhale, bring the hands all the way up to straighten your... Hear me? Okay, you hear me now? All right, good. Yay, got your back. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay, so we're in the seated position. Make sure to ground your sit bones, butt is flat on the mat. Bend your knees a little bit. I was just introducing your most favorite asana, Cole. Now inhale, bring the hands all the way up. You still don't hear me?
Yep.
Exhale, fold forward. You want to do that with a straight back. We're not rolling in the chin. We're not coming into a round spine, but we want to straighten it. So maybe your hands can find their way onto the mat, maybe they're grabbing your feet, maybe they're up in the air, whatever, but keep that spine straight. You hear me? Yeah, all right. And then just fold and surrender. Accept the present moment for what it is. And maybe use the time, because we're going to be here for a couple of breaths, to tune in to see how you feel. Can you endure this uncomfortable position? Do you want to exit early? It's your yoga. Whatever I suggest can be followed or discarded. It's up to you. But if you're with me, take a final deep breath here. And on an exhale, come back into your seated position. Now shake out your legs. Inhaling, bring the right foot next to your left knee. We want to straighten the spine one more time. On an inhale, bring the hands all the way up. Exhaling, now hug the knee in. Bring your right hand all the way towards your tailbone. Open that right shoulder and maybe have a look at me. Hi, guys. Come into that beautiful twist. Just breathe. Keep breathing. And now you're twisting your spine. Just imagine it was a wet towel that you're squeezing out. And with your deep exhales, now you can invite them to leave your body via the mouth. Just imagining that you're letting go of all that no longer serves you. Let go of negativity. Let go of anything that annoys you. Maybe anger because, well, technical issues. And then put a smile on your face. It always helps in each difficult moment. Plus, your body will enjoy the endorphins that get to flow through your system now. Last deep inhale here. Exhale, squeeze one more. And then release the twist. On your next inhale, bring the hands all the way up. Change your legs, maybe shake them out. Now the left leg is being placed, the left foot on the outside of your right knee. You want to hug the left knee in with your right arm, and the left one is finding its way behind you. And we're squeezing again. And I like to use that seated twist to say hello to Buddha, who's always watching over me. Each class I'm teaching, he's always here watching and making sure I'm not doing anything, well, that I'm not supposed to do. So lots of gratitude to him and the flowers of my little altar here. And again, we want to release anything that no longer serves. 2 more deep inhales here. Exhale out. And then on your next inhale, bring the hands up. Release the feet. Open the feet, well, as wide as you wish. I'm just going to turn here. And then last deep inhale. Bring the hands all the way up. And exhale, fold. So we want to bring the hands towards the floor, still with this straight back. So we're not rounding the spine, but we're looking for length. You may want to flex your feet and turn the big toes a bit outward, just to this personal degree where you feel the stretch. Just in case, roll in the belly button just to activate the core a little more. And then just surrender. Whatever you're feeling here, let it just be. Last deep inhale here. Exhale out, walk the hand back towards the middle. And hug your knees in now, round spine finally. Give yourself a little hug. The nose wants to find its way in between your knees, very round spine here.
And from the tallest, now come to the smallest version of yourself. And if you haven't enjoyed a little check-in yet, now is a good time for it. Also to say thank you to your partner in crime during this life, your body. Thanks for being here. Thanks for walking me through life. And couple, buddy it up with your other best friend, your deep breath. With lots of gratitude for each cell in your body for perfectly functioning in each second of your life. On your next inhale, lift up your head. Remember that crown, and with the biggest smile on your face, enjoy the last asana before Shavasana. Okay, guys, now round spine here. Find your way into your, lying down position. I don't know how you call this. And let's get to our last inversion here. I'm not going to demonstrate shoulder stand as we're online. So I'm just doing the grandma version of it. So if you have a block or something that you can place, maybe also cushion work or folded blanket, you may want to put that underneath your, what's this called, sternum, I think, no, sacrum, yeah, sorry. So just this bony part of your lower back, not underneath the butt, just above. And then the hands are placed on the mat with the palms facing down. Lift up one leg at a time. And then bring one foot after the other towards the ceiling. So that's the little sister of the king of all asanas, the shoulder stand. And even though it doesn't seem to look as spectacular, it's got all the same benefits as shoulder stand. And in old India, they hold this pose for like half an hour or something. We're not going to do that. We're running out of time. But I invite you to close your eyes here and just take away all the stress that gravity puts onto your body on a daily basis. Your feet are lifting up, and one more time for the final time of this practice, your heart is above the head. So all this blood flow can be stimulated, your nervous system. This is also a very rejuvenating pose. All the toxins in your body can be flushed out. And one more time, your world is tipped over. It's upside down. So enjoy, indulge. My voice is going to become quiet for the final deep breath so that you can enjoy the view of your world upside down. If straight legs is too much, you can always bend your knees. You can always come into a diamond shape, open your legs, just play around, whatever feels good for you. Don't forget to keep breathing and keep calm and steady. Last deep inhale here. And on an exhale, release the feet, bring them back down. And release the block, the bolster, the cushion, whatever you've got from underneath your back. And then exhaling, find your way into your final asana, Shavasana. Wow, finally done. If there's anything you'd like to do, any move that you've been missing in order to complete this practice, feel free to do so. If you want to put a blanket over you, well, the Californian guys are probably hot, while us here in Germany, it's still cold. So bring a blanket on. I'm going to dim the lights so that 80% of your reason for any distraction in life, your eyesight, is, well, turned off. Sorry for the noise. And now for the first time, I'll invite you to stop controlling your breath. Just let it flow naturally as it comes. And then release any left tension that there still might be anywhere in your body. Feel free to scan through the entire body and release anything. All this muscular activity can be paused right now. You're now in the chill out zone, the end of your wellness moment. Most beautiful, most important pose there is in the yoga practice, your Shavasana, where your body has got time to let anything that you've just cultivated sink in so that it can be processed. And even my voice will be quiet in a few instants so that you can fully relax and enjoy your beautiful journey through your Shavasana. At some stage I will get you back if you feel like you want to stay longer. Feel free to do so. For now, just enjoy to be here now. Slowly but surely bring the attention back into your body. Maybe move your fingertips, your toes. You might want to stretch out, even yawn. And then roll onto your right hand side. Stay here for a little moment longer. until you may wish to find all the way back up with as little movement as possible. And your eyes still closed into a comfortable seated position. This could be either cross-legged seat or any other seated position that allows you to sit with an upright, straight back. And then inhale, bring the hands all the way above your head, palms touching. Exhale, hands to heart. Namaste. With the biggest smile on your face, be proud of yourself for this practice that you've taken the time for your wellness moment. Now open the eyes and just be here now, fully back and recharged. Namaste, and thanks for this beautiful experience, dear Cole. Thanks to all of you. I'm coming back a bit closer. You gotta see me close up. Hey.
And all the patience.
Hey, let's see if I can hear you again.
I appreciate
No.
the patience.
Yay, I can hear you. Hey. We made it.
Did it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Against all odds.
We'll have to do another one.
Yeah, without technical issues.
We'll get better.
Yes, it's good. All right, I'm just going to say bye to the Insta guys. Bye, guys.